The story opens in the Grand Chamber of the Galactic Council, a massive structure orbiting the core worlds. Representatives from 12 major alien species gather for an emergency session. The atmosphere is tense as reports flood in about a new species discovered on the outer rim, humans from a small blue planet called Earth. The Threat Assessment Council leader Vex, a tall reptilian being with silver scales, presents the findings. Humans have been observed for only 50 years since achieving spaceflight, but their rapid technological advancement alarms the Council. Unlike other species that took millennia to develop interstellar travel, humans accomplished it in mere decades. The evidence is troubling. Humans wage war constantly among themselves, show no unified government, and display aggressive territorial behavior. Their entertainment consists of simulated violence, their sports involve physical combat, and their history is written in blood. Most disturbing of all, they seem to enjoy the challenges that destroy other civilizations. The Council's decision. Ambassador Cole from the Peaceful Aquarian Federation argues that containment is necessary. His people, who evolved from docile sea creatures, cannot comprehend humanity's violent nature. The insectoid hive mind representative, Queen Nyx, agrees, stating that humans' individual thinking and chaotic behavior make them unpredictable and dangerous. After heated debate, the Council votes unanimously. Humanity must be eliminated before they spread beyond their solar system. It's decided that a demonstration of superior force will convince them to surrender peacefully, avoiding unnecessary conflict. The Council dispatches the Fifth Fleet, a massive armada of 200 ships that has never faced defeat. They expect quick surrender once humans see their overwhelming technological advantage. First contact gone wrong. Captain Reed, commanding the human space station orbiting Mars, receives the alien transmission. The message is clear: surrender unconditionally or face extinction. The alien fleet appears on sensors, massive vessels that dwarf humanity's largest ships. The Council's representative, Commander Zoll, expects immediate capitulation. Instead, Captain Reed's response shocks the aliens. "Well, this should be interesting. Let me get back to you." The humans don't panic. They don't surrender. Instead, they start planning, analyzing the alien ships and calculating odds. When the alien ultimatum expires, humanity's response comes in the form of a simple message broadcast across all frequencies: "Come and take it." The Grinned begins as alien forces move to attack Earth's outer colonies. They encounter something they never expected: humans fighting with savage joy. The first skirmish at the asteroid mining station reveals humanity's true nature. Outgunned miners use improvised weapons and desperate tactics, turning mining equipment into weapons and asteroids into projectiles. The aliens achieve victory, but suffer unexpected casualties. More disturbing than their losses is the humans' attitude. Even facing certain death, they mock their attackers, make jokes, and seem genuinely excited about the challenge. Commander Zoll reports to the Council. They fight like madmen. But there's something else. They single quotes enjoying this. Asterisk, the war machine awakens. News of the alien attack spreads across Earth within hours. Instead of global panic, something remarkable happens. Humanity unifies instantly. Every nation, corporation, and individual focuses on a single goal, making the aliens regret their decision. Dr. Smith, head of the Global Defense Initiative, addresses the world's leaders via quantum link. Her message is simple: we have 6 months before their main fleet arrives. Let's show them what happens when you threaten Earth. Rapid innovation. Human creativity explodes into overdrive. Military engineers reverse engineer damaged alien technology from the first skirmish, while civilian scientists contribute wild ideas that military minds would never consider. A team led by Professor Jones discovers that alien shields are calibrated for energy weapons, but vulnerable to kinetic projectiles. Within weeks, humans develop kinetic kill vehicles, essentially very fast rocks with guidance systems. Meanwhile, the entertainment industry contributes tactical insights. Video game designers create simulation programs that help pilots train. For three-dimensional space combat, movie special effects experts develop stealth coatings that fool alien sensors. Unconventional warfare, the aliens expect traditional military responses. But humans have never been traditional. Civilian hackers led by a teenager named Alex break into alien communication networks, flooding them with Earth's most annoying pop songs and cat videos. Space truckers modify their cargo vessels into mobile weapons platforms. Racing pilots become fighter aces, using their experience with high-speed maneuvering to outfly alien interceptors. Even more bizarre, humans weaponize their own biology. Knowing aliens use atmospheric processors to make planets habitable for their species. Human biochemists develop targeted viruses that corrupt these systems, making planets toxic to alien life while remaining safe for humans. The first victory. Battle of Titan becomes humanity's first major victory. Using unconventional tactics, human forces lure the alien advance guard into Saturn's rings. Hidden among the ice particles, human fighters launch coordinated attacks, while dead cargo ships suddenly activate, revealing themselves as missile platforms. The aliens lose half their advance force, but more importantly, they lose their psychological advantage. Intercepted communications reveal their growing fear. Humans don't just fight, they adapt, improvise, and seem to treat warfare as an extreme sport. Alien confusion back at the Galactic Council. Reports from the front lines cause unprecedented concern. Ambassador Cole struggles to understand human tactics. They use their own vessels as projectiles. They fight to the death while laughing. They've turned entertainment into weapons training. The Council realizes their mistake too late. They expected to face a primitive species that would fold under superior technology. Instead, they've awakened something far more dangerous, a species that treats impossible odds as a challenge to overcome. Commander Zol's final report from the Titan battle is chilling. They're not just fighting back. They're hunting us. 6 months after first contact, the situation has completely reversed. The Galactic Council's quick demonstration of force has become a desperate struggle for survival. Human forces, initially confined to their solar system, now hunt alien ships across multiple star systems. Admiral Torres, now commanding Earth's rapidly expanding fleet, reviews battle reports with grim satisfaction. They wanted to teach us our place in the galaxy. Now we're teaching them why that was a mistake. Psychological warfare humans excel at getting inside their enemies' heads. They broadcast messages to alien forces, mixing tactical information with crude humor and impossible confidence. One infamous transmission shows a human pilot eating a sandwich while dodging alien fire, casually commenting on the aliens' poor aim. The psychological impact is devastating. Alien soldiers, bred for conquest, find themselves facing an enemy that treats life or death battles as entertainment. Human laughter during combat becomes more terrifying than their weapons. Captain Blake, commanding a small destroyer, becomes legendary for his pre-battle speeches. Remember, folks, they came to our house uninvited. Time to show them some human hospitality with extreme prejudice. Guerrilla tactics in space humans abandon traditional fleet tactics in favor of guerrilla warfare adapted for space. They hide ships in asteroid fields, disguise fighters as space debris, and use gravity wells to slingshot attacks that appear impossible. The Battle of New Shanghai demonstrates human adaptability. When alien forces surround the colony, humans don't fight a defensive battle. Instead, they evacuate the population while rigging the entire station to explode, and broadcast the detonation with triumphant music, making the aliens' victory feel hollow dot technology theft, while aliens expected humans to slowly reverse engineer their technology. They underestimated human learning speed. Engineering teams led by Dr. Martinez don't just copy alien tech, they improve it, creating hybrid technologies that outperform the originals. Human fighters now use alien power cores with human weapon systems, resulting in ships that are both more powerful and more maneuverable than anything in the galaxy. Worse for the aliens, humans share these improvements freely among their forces. While alien bureaucracy slows their own adaptation, the Council's desperation, the Galactic Council, faces an unprecedented crisis. 3 member species have suffered major defeats, and 2 more are considering separate peace negotiations with humanity. The united front against the human threat is crumbling. Queen Nyx of the Hive Mind reports her species' findings. Individual human consciousness allows for tactical innovations our collective intelligence cannot predict. They think in ways we cannot comprehend or counter. A new strategy in desperation, the Council decides to escalate. They begin deploying planet-killer weapons, hoping to force human surrender through the threat of total annihilation. The first target is selected, New Tokyo, humanity's largest off-world colony. The Council's message is broadcast across human space: surrender unconditionally, or watch their colonies burn one by one. Humanity's response, the human response, comes not from Earth's government or military command, but from the colonists of New Tokyo themselves. A simple video message shows everyday humans, teachers, engineers, farmers volunteering to stay and defend their home. The colony's leader, Mayor Park, delivers humanity's answer to the galaxy. We didn't come this far to surrender now. If you want our worlds, you'll have to take them from our cold, dead hands. And even then, we'll probably booby-trap the corpses. As the alien planet killer approaches New Tokyo, humans don't evacuate. Instead, they prepare for the galaxy's first lesson in what happens when you threaten human civilians. Crossing the line, the Galactic Council's decision to target civilian colonies marks a turning point that will haunt them forever. They fail to understand a fundamental aspect of human nature. Threatening human families doesn't create fear, creates fury. When the planet-killer weapon, a massive ship called the HFY World Ender, arrives at New Tokyo, it expects to find a defenseless colony ready to surrender. Instead, it finds a trap decades in the making. The New Tokyo Gambit known to the aliens. New Tokyo was built around a massive mining operation that had been secretly converted into the galaxy's largest bomb. The colony's civilians include disguised military engineers who spent months preparing for this moment. As the World Ender charges its weapons, Mayor Park broadcasts one final message. You want to kill innocent families? Here's what we think of that idea. The colony detonates, taking the planet killer and its escort fleet with it in an explosion visible from 3 star systems away. Humanity unleashed the destruction of New Tokyo, removes all restraints on human warfare. Earth's governments issue a joint declaration. The Galactic Council has chosen to target our families. They will learn why that was the worst mistake in galactic history. Admiral Torres receives new orders: no more defensive actions, no more mercy for enemy forces. The hunt becomes an extermination campaign. Human forces begin systematically destroying alien military installations across dozens of worlds. The Scorpion Fleet humanity deploys its most feared weapon, the Scorpion Fleet, consisting of ships crewed entirely by volunteers from destroyed colonies. These crews have nothing left to lose and everything to avenge. Captain Morgan, whose family died at New Tokyo, commands the lead Scorpion ship. His pre-battle message becomes legendary. They killed our families, thinking it would break us. Instead, they freed us from any reason to show mercy. The Scorpion Fleet's tactics are brutal and efficient. They don't conquer alien worlds, they sterilize them. ensuring no alien force can ever threaten human space again. Alien terror for the first time in galactic history. An entire species experiences true terror. Alien soldiers begin surrendering, rather than face human forces. Their surrender messages all contain the same desperate plea. We didn't know about New Tokyo. Please don't hurt us. Ambassador Cole's reports to the Council grow increasingly panicked. They've become something else. These aren't the same humans we first encountered. They fight like demons, show no mercy, and seem to enjoy our suffering. Technological revenge human scientists, driven by grief and anger, create weapons specifically designed to exploit alien weaknesses. Dr. Smith's team develops acoustic weapons that target alien hearing, biological agents that attack alien immune systems, and psychological warfare techniques that drive alien crews insane. The most feared human weapon becomes the nightmare generator, a device that broadcasts recordings of human laughter mixed with the screams of dying aliens. Entire alien fleets abandon their posts rather than face ships equipped with this weapon. The Council's collapse. The Galactic Council begins to fracture. 3 species sue for separate peace, offering tribute in exchange for human mercy. 2 more species recall their fleets and fortify their home systems, hoping isolation will protect them. Commander Zoll sends his final report before abandoning his command. We created monsters. The humans were dangerous before, but we made them into something that will haunt the galaxy for generations. The ultimatum. As alien resistance crumbles, humanity delivers its own ultimatum to the surviving Council members. Admiral Torres' message is broadcast across the galaxy. You started this war by threatening our families. It ends when you surrender unconditionally and accept human terms for peace. The terms are harsh: complete disarmament of alien military forces, war reparations, and acceptance of human oversight of galactic affairs. Most shocking of all, aliens must provide detailed information about every species in the galaxy, ensuring no other civilization will ever again threaten humanity. The message concludes with words that freeze alien blood. You have 72 hours to comply. After that, we stop taking prisoners. Unconditional surrender. The Galactic Council's surrender comes after 71 hours and 45 minutes. The once mighty alliance of 12 species capitulates completely, their representatives broadcasting their submission across the galaxy with trembling voices. Council leader Vex, the same being who first declared humanity a threat, now kneels before Admiral Torres in the Council's grand chamber. We surrender unconditionally and throw ourselves upon human mercy. Torres' response becomes the most quoted phrase in galactic history. You should have thought about mercy before you targeted our families. The New Order humanity doesn't seek to rule the galaxy. They're too practical for that. Instead, they establish a simple system. Any species can govern themselves freely, but threatening other civilizations results in immediate human intervention. Dr. Smith, now Director of Galactic Relations, explains the new reality to assembled alien representatives. We don't want your worlds or your resources. We just want to be left alone to explore the universe in peace. Threaten that peace, and you'll discover why the galaxy learned to fear human laughter. Rehabilitation. Surprisingly, humans prove to be merciful conquerors. They help rebuild damaged alien worlds, share medical technology, and establish trade relationships. The key difference: everything happens on human terms. Former enemies become reluctant allies. Ambassador Cole, whose people once called for human extinction, now works alongside human diplomats to prevent future conflicts. They could have destroyed us all, he admits. Instead, they chose to teach us better ways. The human reputation word of humanity's victory spreads throughout the galaxy. New species encountering humans for the first time approach with a mixture of awe and terror. The phrase, "Don't make them grin," becomes universal advice across thousands of worlds. Captain Blake, now commanding a diplomatic vessel, enjoys the galaxy's new respect for humanity. It's amazing how polite everyone becomes when they know you can end their civilization before lunch. Cultural impact. Human culture begins influencing the galaxy in unexpected ways. Alien species start developing their own versions of human entertainment, creating competition and individual achievement programs. The concept of fun spreads to civilizations that had never experienced joy and challenge. Queen Nyx observes the changes in her own people. Individual consciousness is not chaos, it is strength. The humans taught us this through conquest, but the lesson remains valuable. The Warning Earth establishes monitoring stations throughout the galaxy, staffed by the descendants of the original war veterans. Their mission? Ensure no species ever again attempts to threaten civilian populations. These stations broadcast a constant message to the galaxy. Humanity remembers. New Tokyo. We remember our families who died. We will never forget, and we will never again show mercy to those who target innocents. New discoveries with the galaxy now open to human exploration. Amazing discoveries follow. Humans find ancient ruins, make contact with peaceful civilizations hidden during the Council's rule, and begin pushing into previously unexplored regions of space. Not the most significant discovery. Humanity isn't unique. Other species exist beyond the galaxy's edge, some friendly, some hostile. But now the galaxy has protectors who understand that sometimes peace must be won through strength. The legacy years pass. The war becomes galactic legend. Children of former enemy species learn about the humans who answered galactic aggression with determination, ingenuity, and ultimately, terrible swift justice. Mayor Park's final message from New Tokyo is carved into monuments across human space. We didn't come this far to surrender now. The eternal Grinned Admiral Torres, now an old woman, addresses the graduating class of Earth's Naval Academy. Her words capture humanity's place in the new galaxy. They thought our smiles meant we were weak. They learned that human grins mean we've found something interesting to fight for. She pauses, looking out at young faces eager to explore the stars. Remember this. We didn't ask for war, but when war came, we answered it with everything we had. The galaxy chose war, and humanity answered with a grin and won. Epilogue. The galaxy is peaceful now, but it's a peace built on the understanding that humanity stands ready to defend it. Other species go about their lives, knowing that somewhere in space, humans are watching, exploring, and laughing at challenges that would terrify others. And sometimes, late at night on quiet worlds, aliens still tell stories about the species. That answered galactic war with a grin and taught the universe that threatening human families is the last mistake any civilization ever makes.